Hi everyone, welcome to Sports Jazz. Josh and Isaac, we are back in the building after a long weekend. Man, I miss you guys. 2 days. That was Saturday, 3 days. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Well, Josh had me off. He said it was our off day. Our weekend starts on Friday, so he asked us to. Anyhow, once again, thank you so much for tuning in, Josh and Isaac. We are back in the, excuse me, in the building streaming. And this is for all Man United fans. This is your time. This is your moment. What you've been waiting for has finally arrived. I'm sorry to use the it. Once again, welcoming you all to our stream. Sports Jazz, please do subscribe, turn on the notifications. I have Josh in the building, myself, Isaac, and let's set it off. Josh, today is a very beautiful day for Man United fans. A
Yeah, the
beautiful
ego
day
has
for
landed.
football, uh, a beautiful day for football fans all over the world. And we know Man United fans reign supreme when it comes to the fan base. So, yep, Ruben Amorim has arrived. Yes, he
Yeah,
arrived from where, but I mean today the eagle has landed.
the ego has landed.
But usually that means it means the other way around. Josh, maybe let's not say that. Let's not use that. But well, Ruben Amorim has arrived at Man United, and he's ready to take over officially uh, as the new manager. But before we get into that, Josh, I would like to give thanks, a huge thanks to Ruud van Nistelrooy, who has been the interim manager, managed 4 games. He has won 3 out of the 4, and the other was a draw that is against Chelsea, which I think was also made. It wasn't really a huge game. I would rather, it's not a game that any of the teams really performed so well, but I would actually say United slightly edged Chelsea. So, I mean, what do we have to say about Josh? A minute, Josh.
Yes,
All
yes,
right.
yes, yes. Isaac.
Yeah, no, I was reading some news. Anyway, once again, thank you so much for tuning in, Josh and Isaac. Josh, I was talking about Ruud van Nistelrooy before we get into Amorim, who has done so well for the club. Had 4 games, won 3 of those games. The other one was a draw with Chelsea. Um, I mean, it's been a joyful ride for him. I see some Man United, not Man, yeah, some Man United players, ex-players, saying Nestroy should stay. Some other Premier League players saying Ruud van Nistelrooy should have stayed. But I for one as a fan, I don't think he should stay. He's done well as an interim manager. We love him where he is right now. Currently, he goes back to his position as the assistant manager, and that is where we want Ruud van Nistelrooy. It's the best position for him. For now, we want the Portuguese Magnifico, Ruben Amorim, yeah, to take over. But yo, Josh, I was saying, I mean, a special shout outs to Ruud van Nistelrooy. He has done an incredible job. A Man United legend who scored them 150 goals in the, for the club, comes back as an assistant coach, takes briefly charge of the team as an interim 4 games, and today or yesterday, in style, he bows out after beating Leicester City at Old Trafford. 3 goals scored by an own goal, the captain second goal, and of course Ganacho, who scored a beautiful sublime goal to make it 3. And by the way, there's also an issue with Ganacho, him celebrating. He was a bit sad because of I don't want to say, anyway, some fun. We all saw what happened. I don't think that was really necessary. That wasn't cool. But yo, everyone has their own say or their right to do so. But Josh, please tell me what you think. I don't know, where do you want to start with? Rather, who do you want to start with? Is it Nistroy briefly, or we go directly to the main topic?
Well,
Ruben
well,
Amorim.
I'll give a shout out to Ruben Nistelrooy. The
Yeah.
circumstances under which he became the interim manager of Manchester United were not the best because the guy who brought him in to be an assistant manager is the one who got fired. So, I mean, when the club asked him to stay on in an interim role, he was more than glad to oblige. He did stay, and you can say he has steadied the ship because United, even if the time Eric Ten Hag was fired, we were 7 points away from our fourth spot. We are now 3 points away from
Uh-uh. Four
third,
points away from the four. No,
just
just
three.
4 points.
No, we won. We won at Chelsea. We drew at Chelsea and won yesterday to reduce
Withdrew?
the seat.
Yeah,
Chelsea 1-1.
really.
That's a point. Then
Okay.
yesterday's point. Those are 4 points gained.
Yeah.
And
No, but I'm saying we have 4 points. We currently have 15 points. The
okay.
fourth team, that is Arsenal, has 19 points. So that is just 4 points
Oh,
off the top four.
okay. Just 4 points. Yeah, just 4 points. Yes, yes, yes. Sorry, 4 points. 4 points. But yeah, nonetheless, that is a very good feat for Ruud van Nistelrooy in the period that he has been at United. I mean, the performances, what I gathered from his press conference post match, Leicester City, I did understand that when he took over as interim manager, he knew that he had to keep playing almost the same way, just to not deviate the players from what they were used to. So the players had to continue playing the way they were playing. But I give it to him that he managed to find a motivation and some energy in this side, because the players played with much more confidence in the game yesterday than they've ever done. I think in the year of Eric Ten Hag, they last played for Eric Ten Hag with a lot of energy and urgency and confidence in his first season. But going forward, the players have been they've not been the best. They've lacked urgency. They've lacked the desire to play. They've not been very confident. But from the first game that Ruud van Nistelrooy took over, that is the Carabao game, the 5-2, I saw a renaissance of Bruno Fernandes and Casemiro. They were like reborn players. They played actually very well. Tactically, we kept the same shape that they were used to, but understood from yesterday what Ruud van Nistelrooy had to deal with. So he started to adjust the team slowly with substitutions and stuff like that. But he didn't want to change a lot too much. Then we go into the Chelsea game, and it also gave me a revelation that Man United is going to be very unplayable in the big games when we have Ugarte and Casemiro. That is when they will be at their best, because the defensive abilities of these players come out in the big games. When you're playing lesser teams, they may not really come out, but in the big ones, the two will always stand out, and that will give room for Bruno Fernandes to be able to get on the ball and string a few passes here and there for our forwards to get into scoring positions. So that was a good thing, and that is the game that was a very, 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 very poor performance was the Europa game. But
Oh,
again, Ruud van Nistelrooy managed to win ugly, because with Man United, we've not been able to win ugly in such a long time. Every time we've not
not
played
just
to
ugly,
our
ugly
best.
or not ugly. We are. It's been
Yeah, every
over
time
a year
we
since Copenhagen, since we last won any European match. So, I mean, it's still the same man who got us a win. Quite incredible,
exactly.
incredible. And he bows out in style. I was so happy that
Yeah,
he won the game at Old Trafford yesterday with 3 goals. What a special way to sign out. But of course, he has not officially left. He has bounced back. He has taken a step back to his rightful position as an assistant, although we understand they need, or rather, he needs to speak to Amorim. But we are going to come to that. We're going to come to that. Josh, as you wind up about Ruud van Nistelrooy, who has done so well, incredibly, very, very well for the club. For these, I mean, being an interim manager for the 4 matches, and the most spectacular thing, which I also think has helped, is all those games were at Old Trafford. The Leicester game in EFL Carabao was at Old Trafford. The Chelsea game was at Old Trafford, where we drew. The playing PAOK or PAOK, the Greek team in Europa, it was at Old Trafford. Yesterday, beating Leicester City 3-0, it was at Old Trafford. So, I mean, that's why you saw at the end of the game yesterday, he went to the
And
Stratford end, and the fans were, I mean, the whole crowd was singing his name,
yeah,
shouting praise, and
there's
it was a
a
beautiful feeling.
there's a good there was a good feel factor about Ruud van Nistelrooy. As soon as he became the interim manager of Manchester United, there's this nostalgic feeling that you get when Ruud van Nistelrooy is in the dugout. You just expect a team to score goals, and he didn't disappoint. He has scored 11 goals in the games that he has been in charge of Man United. But then you can say
At
that,
home, all games
yes,
were all games. Sorry, were at home, and the same amount of goals Eric Ten Hag scored this season at Old Trafford.
yeah,
That is
but
very
that's
bad.
just about the same games he had.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, that's just about the same games he had at home. But the thing for me is, Ruben Nistelrooy gave you a nostalgic feeling about him and Manchester United. There was this good aura and good vibe. You always felt that the players around Carrington respected him, and they would do. They would benefit from his presence. They would benefit from a legend being at the club. So, in one way or another, I like the fact that he's a man of himself. He's not a pushover. He's not a guy who is going to be looking at past glory of, say, Alex Ferguson and dwell on it. He's going to want to put his thoughts across, which is a very good thing, because you don't need only yes men on your team. You need people who are going to be tough
well,
enough to say the
well, he
things
could
they want to
sabotage
say.
him. There's also
No,
that. Come on,
no,
of
he
course he can.
cannot.
But I'm just
He
saying.
cannot. He
Anyway,
cannot. He cannot. He's a top professional. He's
you want him
conducted
to stay, Josh?
himself.
Do you wish him to stay?
Wait a minute.
No, no.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. Do you wish
No,
Nestre to
no, no,
stay
no.
as an
Wait a minute.
assistant?
No, 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 no. Don't put me at gunpoint like that. I mean,
Well, I have to
you have
corner
to
you.
internalize.
I have to
No,
corner
you have
you.
to internalize the whole situation before you make a conclusion. But to give flowers to Ruud van Nistelrooy in the period that he has been at United. He has scored 11 goals. He has won 3 of the 4 games. He has drawn at Chelsea when not so many people thought that United had a chance.
Correct.
And yeah, he has done well. And you can say kudos to Ineos for firing Eric Ten Hag at a time when they knew that
Yo,
United was to play 4 games at
who
home.
knew? Who knew Josh could
Ineos,
say
they
that?
did
Kudos.
know.
Who knew Josh could say kudos to
No,
Ineos?
the timing, you see, you can want to fire a
What a day to
manager,
be
but
alive,
the
man.
timing is very important, because if you don't get it right, then you can suffer for such a very long time. But when you get it right, at least you have a springboard to fall on, because games are at home, and even if you're struggling, you can find a way to win. And Ruud van Nistelrooy did just that. United found a way to win, and we're here with just just 4 points to
To the
top four.
top four and
Yeah,
13 to the top. That is where Liverpool is. Anyway, once
yeah,
again,
yeah,
thank you
yeah,
so
yeah,
much
yeah.
for
But
tuning in. Sports Jazz, Josh and Isaac. Josh, I know you're excited. Sorry to
yeah, I'm
catch you
very
off.
excited.
I'm
It's
sorry
very
again
exciting
to
times.
catch you off, but yo, what a day to be alive. All Man United fans, this is what we've been waiting for. This is what I've been waiting for the man himself. 39-year-old Portuguese Magnifico. Magnifico. He has arrived. I saw he was given escorts, police cars to lead because of the funds. Carrington, I understand, is already getting filled up with funds. He has already arrived at the club. He's getting to know the staff, the backroom staff. Catherine, you know the famous Catherine, right?
Yeah,
At the Old Trafford reception, Carrington. So, I mean,
yeah,
everyone that side. I understand he's also supposed to meet Ruud van Nistelrooy today. They
yeah,
hash
yeah,
it
yeah,
out.
yeah.
They speak, see what he's whether he's going to be part of the team or they're supposed to let go of Nistelrooy. I, for one, I think Nistelrooy should get another club. He's done incredibly well. The 4 games he's had at Man United, his CV has piled up. That is enough for him to land him an APL managerial job or even outside EPL, but I think he
But
wants to stay in
even
EPL.
before
And their player,
even before the short stint at Man United,
yeah,
Burnley was already seeking for his services, so he could easily have managed in the Championship. But when Manchester United came calling after he got the call from Eric Ten Hag, he chose to join Man United in the assistant manager role. Maybe he wants to learn a little bit more. Maybe he got the nostalgia of Manchester United and wanted to be a part of the people who help United get back to its old glory. So for me, it is not a bad thing that he did come at United. It's not a bad thing that he's the assistant manager. And I will go with what Amorim decides. But I, for one, in my opinion, I think I'm double faced. I'm double faced. I'm like a double edged sword. I think it's a double edged sword because on one front you want Ruud van Nistelrooy to stay, but for me it's purely purely because he's a Manchester United legend. He knows. He has knowledge of football. He has experience coaching football. But on the other hand, I don't see how Ruud van Nistelrooy fits in
I also
the
don't see that,
team
Josh. I don't see
of
that.
Amorim that has five staff
Backroom stuff.
members.
Hmm.
Because if you have five backroom staff members, then you add Ruud van Nistelrooy, then is he going to be reduced to picking cons on the pitch? You know?
Of course not. Mm.
Yeah, it might just be difficult because the manager, like he said in his presser, that yesterday after Sporting Lisbon beat Braga, he said in his presser that he must follow a structure. And it's important in the period like this to follow a structure that he knows. So that means that the structure that he's going to use is the structure he's been using at Sporting Lisbon. So the formation that he will use will be the 3-4-3 formation. I do
Correct.
not have any doubt that Ruud van Nistelrooy is capable of understanding um, the dynamics around in new formations and stuff like that, and give advice on better ways to win football games. But I also believe that the team that has been at Sporting Lisbon has done a tremendous job that it may not need another cook.
Well, the man has done incredibly well at Sporting Lisbon. I'm talking about none other than Ruben Amorim. 13 wins in 13 league games. And yeah, as he joins and takes over Man United officially, United is just 4 points off the top four position, Josh. But I agree with you about Nistroy. Excuse me, club legend, no doubt. But I think he should look for greener pastures, Josh. He should go.
No, 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 no. Amorim should decide that.
No, no, that is me, Josh. My opinion. I don't think he should
Yeah,
stay.
yeah.
Amarim comes with 5 people, 5 extra people. There's the coaching coach,
How many
then
coaches did we
the
have
sports
at United?
science. Very many, Josh. How many? I think Ten Hag left with 5 more people.
He left with five.
Yeah, unless
So you,
otherwise. I don't know.
Rene Hake left?
Yep. I'm not so sure, by the
Oh,
way. I'm not so
okay.
sure, but I
Because
understand he left with
then,
5 people.
no, then if most of them have left, because I saw Darren Fletcher is still at the club. So I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, the as a first team coach. So maybe you let him go, and I just think there is only one more space in that in
You're
that.
trying to squeeze in Nestre again.
Yeah, I'm trying to squeeze in Nestroy
No,
because
Josh,
he
why
has
would you
football
want?
knowledge,
No,
he
no,
has the
no,
experience,
Josh.
he
Do you
has
know
the
the main
experience.
reason as to why Nestre was brought in
Yes,
is to help with the, of course, yes, being an assistant coach, but especially in the final third, Josh. And as things, I know he had a very great period in the last 4 games he's managed, but also at the same time, Josh, we failed to score goals back then.
but
I don't
guess
know,
what?
maybe
Guess what?
rather the problem could have been Ten Hag refusing him to implement whatever he was
No,
trying
no,
to.
no,
I
no.
mean, one
Okay,
could
guess
argue that,
what?
but
Okay,
yeah,
maybe that could be, but guess what? Guess what? In the period that he was brought in to improve our chances scoring goals, United has created the most chances in the league.
yeah, Josh, but they were never converted in. I remember they created
Then that
around
is not.
26 and
Yes,
missed
but
22. That is
yeah, but
useless. It's like
no.
washing a very white shirt and later put it in, rather throwing it back in the mud.
Yeah, but
It
guess
was
what?
useless.
Then it is not the fault of the manager,
I'm
because the
not saying it's
manager
his fault,
the
but
man
what I'm trying to say, he
no,
didn't do enough.
he didn't do enough. He cannot tuck away those chances. All he can do is prepare a team to be in the best shape to create those chances. So if the team is creating those chances, then maybe the players just need to find their confidence within themselves and motivate themselves to be able to tuck away these chances. I cannot put it on a manager if in a game Rasmus Hoyland gets 4 5 chances. If Alejandro Ganacho gets 3 4 5 chances, if Marcus Rashford is on the ball and he gets these chances, it's up to the players to find the confidence to be able to finish off those chances. So the guy you brought in to improve the final third has actually improved the final third. For me, I always thought that it is just a matter of time that these players will tick,
Jo-
they will find the confidence within themselves to start scoring these chances.
Josh, if I may, excuse
Please.
me, if I may, Josh,
Yeah.
the same way you're saying players have finally found the motivation, and everything to tuck in chances to score goals. One could argue, I could argue and say it's because we are playing very weak teams. We've played Leicester City, we've played PAOK, is it Payok?
Payok. Yeah.
We saw other EPL teams playing against
But we
teams
played
with.
Chelsea. We played Chelsea and we scored a
Yeah,
goal.
Chelsea is also made. I mean,
Yeah, but
it's
we
not
scored
that
a
team
goal.
that is
It's
really
above
up
us
there.
in the
They've
table.
done so well, but they
And the
beat
thing is, Isaac,
one
United,
team in the Europa 8-0. Noah's
yeah,
Ark
but Isaac,
something.
Isaac, in the
So what I'm
uh,
trying to say is, Josh, maybe we've played poor or weaker opponents.
position.
Yeah, maybe they're
But
weak.
Isaac, look here, United had gotten to a point that it did not matter who we were playing against. We were always going to lose the game.
Correct.
Yeah, no matter who we were playing against, the performance was poor. I mean, coming back once they scored, it was very difficult for us to come back and things like that. So I do understand. I do understand the need to have done much better at the time, but well, they're the teams that are before him, and we've won those games. On another day, we played a very poor West Ham side, and okay, Michael Oliver aided West Ham to beat us and save Lopetegui's job, but he cost another man his job.
Yeah, that is correct. But that is Mike Oliver for you. Once again, thank you so much for tuning in, Josh and Isaac. Sports Jazz, everyone, get into the comment section real quick, Josh, before we come back. Let's go. The comment section is vibing. Nelson, what's up? What's up, Nelson? Always a pleasure to have you, man. Hi, Josh and Isaac. Delighted to be here. Bring it on, guys. Then Height Studio says 4 points correct. Then Anne says, hi, you've been lost. I'm glad you are back. We are glad you are back to Anne. And Height Ten Hag was complicating things. Maybe one could agree that,
Yeah,
Josh. One would agree.
yeah. You can say that. You can say that. But for me, in the period that Ruben Amorim has been at the club, there's not much he has changed. I just see the players have just gotten some motivation. Maybe they've beaten themselves up for letting a manager leave. maybe they're beating themselves up for having performed so badly that a good manager left the club. So they just dug deep and performed brilliantly in this period. But you cannot say that the performances we've had under Ruud van Nistelrooy are really game changers. But he did enough to get us results.
Yeah, he did incredibly well to get us results. Again, 4 points off the top four, winning us our first. Getting us our first European win in over. Is it 380 days, bro? Past a year.
Yeah,
Then we
but the
see
money is here. The money is here.
who?
Ruben Amorim.
Mm.
Amori, 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 Amori. The vega ew. Amorim is here.
Yeah, yeah, you had me for a minute. So it's now Amelie. In other
Amori,
words,
Amori,
they
Amori,
should let you
Amori, Amori,
reintroduce yourself.
Amori, 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 Amori,
Height
Amori.
says Rennie Hack is there. I was reading something.
Yeah.
My headphones were buzzing. I was like, what's happening? Nelson says Van Nistelrooy should be retained because of his knowledge about Man United. It is very important in building a new project. Nelson, I beg to differ. Josh, I know, Josh, you're
And
going to agree.
no, 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 no. I don't agree with that because
I,
for
I also
me,
don't.
what I do not like, what United has not done, is to move away from. We used to play like this. We were like this. We are this club. We let the traditions remain, but let everything else just be new. Like Ineos is new, Ruben Amorim is new. He has five staff members who are new. And if Ruud van Nistelrooy stays, I want Ruud van Nistelrooy to apply himself like a PSV guy using the experiences that he has had. I don't want him to apply himself like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did, because somehow Ole Gunnar Solskjaer applied himself sticking to the way that Sir Alex Ferguson played. I mean, you cannot play in 2024 like United played in
But Josh, we've also
1994.
seen. Thank you once again. Please do subscribe, Josh and Isaac Sports. Yes, we've also seen Josh. You're saying we cannot play. Do you know we've seen? You saw Paul Scholes a few days after Ruben Amorim was appointed as the new manager. Him saying he understands Ruben Amorim is coming with a 3-4-3, but again, the tradition at Old Trafford has always been a 4-2, 4-4-2, or 4-4-1-1. So he was saying he doesn't know how the manager is going to
What?
hold up. He was saying that he's not sure how good Ruben Amorim is going to, fit in with this system. And also, just a few days ago, was it Per Morrison? You know that guy hates United to the blood. He
Yeah,
was also
that's no
saying
guy.
yeah, that's no guy. He's not so sure whether the 3-4-3 will work. He was at Sky Sports, I think. He was saying he's not so sure whether the 3-4-3 will work, and maybe the manager needs to first go with the style and slowly by slowly, introduce his style. And Amorim, recently we saw him when he was questioned and asked about the formation of style. He said, "Of course, I'm not going to go directly with the." He said in, I don't remember the exact words, but he was trying to say it's going to be a process, yeah, where he's going to introduce his style of play, and in the process, with time, with the players available, things will change and they will adapt to his style. Because they
No,
asked him if he's going
actually,
to shift with a 3-4-3
actually,
from Sporting Lisbon to Man
yeah.
United right away, and he said it's not going to be right away. It's going to take some
But
time.
my understanding from what he said is that he intends, okay? He says that United must play with a structure.
Correct.
And to play with a structure, he's not going to have a lot of time to train, okay? So what does he do? He must go with the structure that he knows.
Mm.
He left it to us to analyze it or
You
internalize
know,
it or appreciate it the way that we want. But for me, I felt that he was saying he's going to use the structure that he knows. Then as time goes on, he will adapt to the players that he has and their
Those
abilities.
Josh, these were his words. Taji, what's up? What's up? Taji, the floor. By the way, again, you have scores to settle with Josh. Anytime, Taji. Josh is ready.
Amori. Taji, Amorim is here.
Yo, Josh. Yeah, to be exact, Amarim said, I know how I am going to play in the beginning because you have to start with a structure that you know.
True,
Then you adapt with the players that you have. Some
true,
injuries or no injuries. What kind of players have the ability to defend attack? I'll discover that in the next few weeks. We don't have a lot
true.
of time to train, so I have to show something that I know very well. You can take whatever you want from that. I think that was after someone asked him.
Braga.
Then
Yeah,
he went on to say, no, then Bruno Fernandez. He also said by that he knows Bruno Fernandez very well and he's
of course.
sure
Even
Fernandez
Victor
also knows him
Lindelof.
very well.
Even Victor Lindelof. He played with Victor Lindelof at Benfica.
Well, it's too sad he's going to leave. I mean, Lindelof is leaving
No,
next
he
season.
could be. He could be. He
He
could be
should
the
not do that. If he
right-sided.
wants to keep,
He
if
could
he
be the
wants to keep his
right-sided
job,
centre back.
if he wants to keep his job, he should not keep Victor Lindelof. This is what he went on to say. He, meaning Bruno, Bruno knows me. He Fernandez also knows me, and he knows his colleagues. You may be more enthusiastic now. There will be phases when you won't be enthusiastic, but I hope he and other players are happy. That's halfway for the team to play well. I hope to help the players of Manchester United as I did with those of Sporting Lisbon. Then, of course, he said, promise to keep smiling. I'll try. I won't be a different person. Hold on to 3 months or 10 years. I know I'll be fine because I have a full notion of what's important in life, and that's a great advantage. Well, he went on to say a lot of things. We
But
see,
guess what?
yeah,
You know the world of football is scared.
okay.
Yeah, we just came back in the conversation to win the league.
Oh, Josh,
Yeah,
come on.
you
I know,
might just think.
I know, Josh. I know we are just 4 points away from that. I know we are just 4 points
Yeah,
away
yeah.
from Nelson. Do you think this, Josh? You're not right. You know, you're not.
No, I'm
We are
saying, I'm
not.
saying,
We are
no,
not
no,
yet
no,
even
no, no.
close. We are not yet even. Don't talk about the league. Talk about maybe
Why
the
are we?
top four position. We are just
No.
4 points. We're just 4 points behind Arsenal.
Yes. And this is a marathon. It's not a sprint. I mean, who tells you that Liverpool cannot falter? Who tells you that United cannot go on a bounce of, say, 15 games? You see, I mean, just the conversation, Taji. I mean, this can happen. We can just, you know, we are back. We are back because Amorim. Did you see the way he won against Braga yesterday? By
By
the
the,
way,
you know,
you are
he
going to
fast. It
hate
was fast two
Amorim
nil.
because
Yo,
yes,
Braga had 2-0. First half. Second half, it was fire. And it end of rather full time, 4-0 for Sporting Lisbon. And that's why I
yeah,
told you Benfica, Braga are the most happiest clubs that Amorim has left Sporting Lisbon, that Amorim has left Portugal. That's why the close was huge. Was it around 30% for any Portuguese club that wants to take Amorim? Then 20% for which one? What which 20%? I don't remember what it was, and 10% for teams outside
the bigger clubs.
Portugal, the Premier, the bigger clubs. Yeah,
Yeah,
and that's how we got him.
but
So
guess
I
what?
understand. I understand why these teams, Benfica, Braga, were really tired of him because I mean, after yesterday's game,
I
being down
know,
2-0, you come back in the
but
second half
you
and score four
see.
goals. Quite incredible, amazing.
Yes, going back to the thing that you were
Cream de
talking
la
about with,
cream,
yeah,
Amorim.
going
Amore,
back,
amore, 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 amore.
motherfucker, I'm ill. Yo, let me tell you some though. Let me tell you some
It's
though. You see
time
that?
to turn it up.
Yeah. It's up, yo. It's up. And guess
It's
what?
time to raise the bar.
Bareda has come with him.
Oh, the sports science coach, right? I
The
can't wait
sports
for him
science
to get
coaches, yeah.
Ancelot. I can't wait for him to meet Enzo Maresca. Pep was already cooked in
Yeah, we
the.
shall cook him in a
He was
few
already
games,
cooked
I think.
in UCL. So I know
Yeah, but I
Taj is
think 5
streaming.
games from now we cook again.
Of course, Taj says we Josh, we are now in the title conversation. That's what that's the Ten Hag energy, lol. That lack of humility
Yeah,
will
yeah, yeah,
cause
yeah.
banter to be very intense, my bro. Taj, today I'm joining Josh when I say we are
Yo,
officially back. Man United
you
is
see,
officially back, and we are
no,
going to cook you.
there's a thing I wanted to tell you about what you said earlier about Paul Scholes on the comments on Ruben Amorim
Yeah,
when he
him
was
doubting the
appointed.
the 3-4-3,
Yes,
saying that it should be
yeah,
the
yeah.
traditional
The
four
thing
four
is,
two.
the thing is,
Boring.
he
Yeah,
says that United traditionally plays a 4-4-2 and a 4-1-1, but
yeah,
this is 20 years ago when he
I
was
know.
playing at United. United has
Talk.
had so many managers. Even Alex Ferguson, before Alex Ferguson left, and Paul Scholes was in that side. Ferguson was no longer playing a 4-4-2. We were playing a 4-3-3. He
At some
was in
point,
that
four two
side.
three one. Yeah,
Yes, and I mean the times have to change. Players, the modern game asks very different things, and new managers come up with new ideas that they implement to get the best from their teams to counter these new styles of football. So to be rigid and play a 4-4-2 might just not be good enough for some managers. I don't even remember a manager who uses a 4-4-2 in a modern day football. What I know is they use a 3-4-3 formation, then they adjust during the game and maybe play a 4-4-2. Actually,
depending. Yeah,
4-2-4, not even a 4-4-2, a 4-2-4. They keep two in midfield
Sometimes
and
Pep
four in
plays a
attack.
4-1-4-1. Pep, that's Pep for you.
Yes,
Sometimes
yes,
they
or four
adjust.
one four one. But this is during the game. So in the Paul Scholes era, they did play a 4-4-2, and that was it until the game ended. But
Yo,
today you can
I
have
can
three
only say,
formations in a
with
game.
all due respect, Grandpa should relax. I mean, he's a
Yeah,
Man
Grandpa
United
should relax
legend.
because
He's a Man United
guess what?
legend. No
Guess what? He's
disrespect,
one of
but
the
he should.
players. He's one of the players who came out and berated Louis van Gaal for having
I
United
remember.
play the way it was playing.
I
But
remember.
United in that period had a proper identity. The identity was very clear. But guess who was playing for Louis van Gaal? An 18-year-old Marcus Rashford was leading the line. At the back, we had Chadwick Bothwick Jackson. We had we had oh sorry, what's this? We had Bothwick Jackson, we had Blackett, we had Young and Blind.
Blackett. Blackett, by
Yes,
the way. Dali
Blackett.
Blaine. We also had Damian, the guy in now Inter Milan, the Italian. Damian, I'm forgetting the name. My God, I'm forgetting. But yeah, Damian, he currently plays for Inter Milan. Yeah. Taji says, see, Taji, now you're scaring away Josh. Every time you bring up a challenge, he runs off. But anyway, he's coming back. I've been watching this league for many years in now. Rather, I've been watching this league for many years. I think you meant to know how this league will take you in and easily swallow you. Taji, Taji, I can rightfully say our man Ruben Amorim is here and he's going to cook you guys. He's a cool guy. You saw even when the Sky Sport journalist was trying to push him, trying to tell him words and all that, he stayed cool. He kept his calm, trying to force him to do it. But yo, Taji, I can't wait to meet Anslot. That's all I can say. I know Ruben Amorim is going to cook you guys. And we have a new, this should go, all United fans should be changing the Amelie song into the Amorim song right now. Amorim. You dig. Anyway, I'm so happy that Ruben Amorim has finally joined. He's at Carrington. I think he's already done the greetings and everything, the backroom stuff and all. I mean, and everyone. His first game will be against Ipswich. I hope we win that. I hope we thrash Ipswich. I hope we really do. I hope he continues with what Ruud van Nistelrooy has done. I'm not saying Van Nistelrooy should be back. No, with all due respect, I love Nistelrooy, club legend, 150 goals for the club, but he should sit out this. I also think he should leave the coaching staff because the guys, Pereira is here, the sporting scientist. There's Andreas. There's, I think, also Fernandez. I mean, he came with 5 backroom staff. That is just enough. So I don't know where Nestor would want to fit in, because I've seen all his interviews. He's given no indication that he's going to leave. He's given no indication whatsoever that he wants to leave. He keeps saying, I still have an 18-year contract. I'll be here at the club. I'm going to wait for the new manager. We are going to talk. We haven't talked. I'm looking forward to meeting him. And I mean, right now his CV is high. Many teams are, I'm telling you, don't be surprised if West Ham sacked their current manager and took in Nestor. Don't be surprised if there is a Southampton. There are very many clubs that will go in for very many clubs that would come in for Nestor right now. So I think it would be best for him to leave, to step aside. If the club can compensate him, okay. It would be really nice for Nestor to step aside as the coaching assistant. Let it be a new chapter, a new dawn, a new era for Ruben Amorim. The savior has arrived. Taji says, have Amorim done anything bigger in Portugal? Just asking still. Oh, come on, Taji. Really? Come on, man. Yo, it's Amorim. He won Sporting Lisbon, a title that not yet won in 19 years. They said, rather, they came out to say, yeah, that was a one-time thing. He did it again. That's why last season, during the league celebrations, he held the mic and said, they said we only did this. It was a one-time thing. 19 years, let him try to do it again, and he did it. He did it again. That's why right now, currently, Benfica fans, Braga fans are so happy, are jubilating, are so overjoyed that Ruben Amorim has left. If you saw the game yesterday against Braga, Braga came off the leash. They were playing so good, leading first half 2-0. Second half, 90 minutes done, it was 4-2, bro. 4-2. 4-2 for Amorim Sporting. You could see the celebration, and what a way to what a way to bow out, what a way to bounce back, and what a way to say bye to the fan. I mean, goodbye to the fans. They were all overjoyed. We saw fans holding placards cherishing Ruben Amorim. It was really a great scene yesterday. Taji says, I guess Amorim is the best manager in the league. Okay, my bros, new title contenders. I need some clip. I hope this. I hope someone clip this up. Yo, no, that was Josh who said title league contenders. I can humbly say, United is back into the top 4. At least I know we have somewhere. We are coming into the top 4, because right now we're just 13 points off Liverpool, and we are 13 points off Liverpool. I think they have 28. Then we have 15 points. Rather, we have 15 points currently, 4 points off the top 4. And yo, anything can happen. Anything can happen, man. Chelsea can drop points. Arsenal can drop points. You already seen. Actually, Arsenal is already dropping points. So it's not something that is going to be an easy. It's not easy to say that we are back to be title contenders, but I can humbly say, with Amorim here, yo, we are coming for top 4. We are back. We are going to be killing it, and it's going to be all throughout Man United. Amorim reign has officially started. Ten Hag told you some time back, all errors come to an end. Well, I can say this with the strongest character, the strongest sound, the strongest voice. Errors are about to end. You've seen Man City is already staggering. Man City is at its poor. Four games in a row. That's not the Pep we know. That's not the Pep we know. 4 games in a row. Arsenal, they are wobbling. Arsenal, Arteta is always coming out with excuses. The only teams, to be honest, that have done so well, according to me, that will be Aston Villa. Yeah, he has had a decent start. Enzo Maresca's Chelsea, a decent start, honestly, considering what was at Chelsea at the beginning of the season, or before the beginning of the season. 20 players off the, rather 20 players sidelines. He's working with 22 players, 6 keepers and all that stuff. Sterling and his PR going on to social media trying to bash him. Check where Enzo Maresca is. On top of that, sorry, the best manager for me right now, painful as it may, I have to give it up to you, Taji. It's Enzo Maresca. He came in, he didn't think so much. He decided to go with the flow. He didn't try to do a lot of things, implementing his system, changing this player to this player. No, he inherited a very good squad, healthy squad. He only signed two players, the keeper and Chiesa from Juventus, and of course it was even on a free transfer. So to me right now, I think Ancelotti has done so good, but now the new boy is in town, the big boy is in town, the new king, the new Don, the new Al Capone of the 3-4-3. You know why I said the new Al Capone? Because Conte was there before, but guess what? We have the new Al Capone, the new god. Okay, he's not the godfather of the system, but we have uh Ruben Amorim, who has joined Man United officially today. And I cannot wait for him to school all these other. I cannot wait for him to get Liverpool. I want Liverpool beat us 3-0. I can't wait for that revenge. Tottenham Hotspurs 3-0. I cannot wait for that revenge. By the way, with Spurs, it was really embarrassing. Very, very embarrassing that we had to lose 3-0. Very, 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 very embarrassing. And I think Ten Hag should have left right after the Spurs game. But it's okay. It's okay, guys. It's okay. The boy has landed. The 39-year-old Magnifico. And we have a new song for him. Instead of Amelie, this is the remix, which is Amorim, 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 Amorim. And that is how it's going to be. Every time we win Taji, I have to come on the stream and give you some raps. Remind you that, we are back. We are going to be killing it. No stopping. United is back. I can't say that enough, guys. Sinan, I see in the comment section. Sinan, come on, don't call it. Now you're going to bring Taji. I still believe we can take the EPL. It's too early. It's too let Taji be. Once again, guys, please do subscribe. Isaac, I'm here. We had Josh earlier on, but I hope he comes back. But Sinan, I still think it's too early for Man United, even with Amorim coming. I still think it's too early for Man United to win or to be a title contender. But finishing top 4 is a huge possibility. 90%. We are likely to finish in the top 4. 90%. Taji says Sporting playing off passion. Oh, come on, Taji. Really? Taji, really? Taji is pouring water on our flames, man. Klopp won a title that wasn't won in 30 years. And that man won you everything. Do you know what? Do you know how good? Do you know how Liverpool fans, after this man came and delivered you a title after all those years, delivered you an EPL title? Taji, come on. That was incredible. So when I say Amorim did the same thing for Sporting Lisbon, you can understand it was a good feel. And Brownie says, "Hey, lap, Man United, we are back. We is back. That's for sure, man. We are back." Sinan says, "What up? What up?" Taji is still wilding. Taji says, "Just 13 points. That's not possible, fam. Come on, bro. Only Man United will win games from here." Taji, I know now you're being sarcastic. Taji is being sarcastic, but let's just face it. We are going to do well under Amorim. Sinan says, United has picked up its form. It's still too early, Sinan. It's still too early. But I think we are on the right track. I think we are really on the right track. Nistelrooy has bowed out. 4 games, 3 wins. In those wins, we had one in beating Payok. I mean, it's been a while. We last won a game in any European Cup, or rather any European competition 380 days ago. That is a year and a few more days. So, I mean, I'm happy with what Nistelrooy has done. I hope he keeps it up, but not as Man United, or rather not behind Amorim's coaching staff. Let Amorim be. Let him get another team. That's all I can say. But I wish him good. He's done so well, incredibly well. I'm saying whatever Amorim does anywhere else, it's different. It's different in the league. I agree with you. It's a different league. To be honest, one of the hardest, if not the hardest, the hardest league. The English Premier League can humble managers. The English Premier League can. I mean, some managers live frustrated. Van Gaal up to now has never healed. By the way, every time he talks about Man United, he wants to cry. We saw Ten Hag I think he's also going to go through the same thing. According to his statement that he read after a few days after he had been sacked, he didn't even say hi to the players, meaning the blame is still against the players. He still thinks the players should have done enough, and I also agree, players should have done enough, to keep the man around. But yo, I'm happy with what Ten Hag did. He got us an FA Cup, got us. He got us two title, rather two cups, two title, two trophies, and to me, I think that is enough. And it's not a bad thing if he turns out, rather if he balls out, because man, we're going down. We're really, really, really going down. And I see someone here. Let me go through some things on Twitter here. Uh, yo, Taji, I'm going to come back to you. I know we still have a war to finish, but I see some Lockhart says Vanestra was at United, great before he returned as an assistant coach, and he's a greater now. Understandable, Amorim wants to fully refresh the backroom stuff, but many Man United fans will be sad to see Man United, Ruud van Nistelrooy go. Next club appoints him as a manager should do well. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree. 120% or 100 okay percent. I agree. Many fans, I myself, I am sad. I'm going to be very sad that he's going to be going. But again, I agree. We need a new, everything fresh, everyone new, everyone. It's the right call to me. I think it's the right call to let Ruud van Nistelrooy go, and I hope when they meet today with when they meet today with Amorim, I hope he can explain that to him very well. Well, United truthful, United very very by the good account. If you want news about United, we see he says Ruben Amorim wants players with intensity. That is what he mentioned in the talks. United will focus on that in the market. Of course, courtesy of Fabrizio Romano. Then we see pictures of the man himself, the savior, with Dan Ashworth, with Omar Berada at Carrington, arriving. Yo, bow down, baby. Bow down. We are back. I say that again. We are back. Taji, I don't know whether I don't think you like the sound. I don't think you like anything you see. But yo, that is Omar Berada, Dan Ashworth, welcoming the man himself, Amarim. And the news. We told this is what I've been saying. Ruud van Nistelrooy is leaving Man United, of course, through United Truthful, courtesy of Laurie Whitwell. Ruud van Nistelrooy is leaving Manchester United. It's the right call. He should leave. It's the right call. We thank him for what he's done, but I think it's best if he went out. And I'm 100% sure he's going to come back in the Premier League. He's going to come back in the Premier League. And yeah, we see an hour ago, Amorim was currently at Carrington meeting staff and introducing himself. That is very good. We understand he arrived with all his backroom stuff. That is him hiding. If you see him, this is him hiding and shying away from the camera. Anyway, man, a lot has been happening today. It's been an incredible day for Man United. And I also see Taji says Klopp only won one title. Yo, but because of that one title that he did win you guys after 20 years, Liverpool was back on the scene. Liverpool was back as one of those. Do you know how many? Okay, he won only one EPL title. Won you the Champions League. He won you very many titles. He won you very many titles. There's I'm forgetting the trophy that the Europa, the one that wins the Europa and the UCL winner play. What is it? I'm forgetting. The Super Cup? Yeah. I think he also won you that. So, yo, bro, come on, put some respect on the man. He did a great job. It's all jokes, my bro. I know. But I still think he'll have to prove himself. The league, I've seen many managers with the same PR get sacked. But Amorim doesn't have that strong PR. Okay, he has a great sense of humor. I like his sense of humor, but he's not that aggressive kind of manager that wants to prove a point when he's speaking like Ten Hag. Ten Hag was barely laughing in his presses, you know. reminding us of what he's won. At least the few pressers I've seen of Amorim giving out, talking to journalists, he's a cool guy. He's a decent guy. He's been talking. You ask him something, he laughs it off. I don't think he's. I don't think he has that ego that that Eric Ten Hag had. I don't see that. I don't think. Other than that, I think he's going to do well. We just have to give him time. I know we also say the same thing when Ten Hag took over the reins, but Ten Hag had 2 seasons. This was supposed to be his third season. The first season he delivered so good, finished third. Marcus Rashford was scoring goals for fun. Second season, I understand there were, with whatever was happening with the club when it comes to the managerial bit of it, the Glazers, then of course Ineos, the Qataris, and all that stuff. Okay, I understand. Then it also comes to, one could also argue to the injuries, and I also think that is one of the reasons as to why when Ineos in the summer went out to look for another manager, they decided to stay with Eric Ten Hag, considering what had happened. So, yep, that is true. Yeah, Shiloh, that is true. We just said it a few minutes ago. Ruud van Nistelrooy has left the club, has left his role as, of course, he was assistant to interim. Then he was supposed to bounce back as interim, sorry, as an assistant for Amorim. And I think it's the best decision for Ruud van Nistelrooy. Go out to find greener pastures. He has already proven himself. He's done so well. And I can tell you, don't be surprised within a month, before the end of the year. We're in November, right? Before the end of the year, Nestre back managing one of the teams in the Premier League. Something that I would really, really love. Although it depends which team he's going to manage. You need to thrive in the Premier League. You need a team that is going to back you as a manager, get you players that you want. We see Tottenham's Postecoglou is starting also to pick up. By the way, he's starting to pick up. But the team that I see, the Spanish manager for West Ham, I think is going to be sacked very soon if results don't change. And if he's sacked, don't be surprised if Nestroy takes over as the new manager. Taji says, as great as he was, the league is very difficult. Look at City. They are dropping. Yo, by the way, Taji, let's talk about briefly City. Of course, I'm a Man United fan. I'm very happy that City is dropping points. Very happy. They are losing games. The game against Brighton, it was incredible. You should have seen me screaming. But that's what I was trying to. Eras come to an end. We have new managers now. Klopp, Faggy went out. The likes of Benitez were out. Arsene Wenger went out. Jose Mourinho, he's not the best now, really. He's out. So now we have Pep. He's now following suit. Klopp, he's already chilled and he's doing a different job. He's chilled out. So Pep, now we have new managers. Anslot, I'm not saying he's one of those good managers, but he's somehow delivered. The Barcelona manager, Hans Flick, he's doing a great job at Barcelona. Ancelotti, I think it's also time to bow out. It's time to bow out. So we have a new breed of managers, although Hans Flick is not, in terms of age, he's not really, really young, but we have players like Xabi Alonso, currently managing Bayer Leverkusen. We have Ruben Amorim, former Sporting Lisbon, and now Man United manager. We have Anslot. We have Maresca is also old, by the way. He's also old. But we have the Brighton manager, Hustler. He's also doing very good. There are managers out there, man. The current German the current German manager, Nagelsmann. He's also a good manager. He's young. And Sinan says West Ham is going to take the West Ham job. If that dude doesn't do well, Nestra is going to take his job. And of course, according to me, he's a great man. I see Leicester City, Cooper being sacked or Wolves. That's a good one. That's a good one, Shiloh. Thank you so much. Please, Shiloh, and everyone do subscribe to Sports Jazz. Let's become a very huge family. Cooper, by the way, that is also true. Leicester is not doing well. Wolves are not doing well. West Ham are neither. So, if it's not West Ham, maybe Leicester City. Yeah, but Cooper being Cooper is loved. Cooper is loved. He might stay. Cooper is loved. Cooper is loved. They might take some time to fire him, but maybe Wolves might fire him. But I know Nestor is going to come back in the Premier League, man. He's going to come back as the manager in one of the teams. Pep and his student Ateta are fading. Yo, by the way, Ateta is one of those new boys, but I don't know what's happening, man. I don't know what's happening, but it works for us. You see, Man City is struggling. Ateta's Arsenal is struggling, always coming out with excuses. Ancelot, of course, is still there. Enzo Maresca is climbing up, and this is the right time for Man United to also use this opportunity to climb up to the top, to climb up with 4 points only off the table, off the top four. Sorry, 4 points off the top four. This is the right time. We begin with Ipswich. It should be a sweep. It should be a very, 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 very simple win. Yeah, it should be a very, very simple win. But let me read quickly about Man United. Club statement: Man United can confirm that Ruud van Nistelrooy has left the club. Ruud rejoined in the summer and has taken charge of the team for the past 4 matches as interim head coach. Ruud is and always will be a Man United legend. Of course, he is. He did so well. 150 goals for the club. We are grateful for his contribution and the way in which he has approached his role throughout his time with the club. He will always be welcome at Old Trafford. Renhek. Then there's Gel 10, Raula, and Peter Morel. I'm sorry about the pronunciation. Have also departed, and we wish them well for the future. So that is, in other words, the whole Ten Hag boys are out. Renhag has left, Raula has left, Morel has left. Of course, uh, Ruud van Nistelrooy is also leaving, and a new era, a new era, ladies and gentlemen. Ruben Amorim. Together, guys. Amorim. Yo, it's right about that time that Man United stepped up with one of the best and youngest coaches in the game joining the club. Humbly, please allow me to officially welcome the man himself, the Portuguese. I'll say it again, Portuguese Magnifico, Ruben Amorim, at the best club in the world. That is Man United. Take it if you don't take it. I mean, if you don't like it, but yo, it's Man United, and it's right about that time with 4 points off the top four. Chelsea, Arsenal, yo, we're coming for you. Keep dropping points. Keep dropping points. Nestra has done his job as interim manager. He's tried to steady the ship, and we are climbing. We are coming, bro. Ipswich, we are gonna squash you if you're not serious. We have to beat Ipswich for us to be back. All those games, Man United needs to win those games, bro. We need to win those games because currently we are 13th, but not very far from the top four. Just 4 points off the top four and 13 points off the table. So, yo, these other teams can keep fretting, they can keep doing whatever they do, but we are coming back. Of course, after the international break, we shall be going along, way to visit Ipswich. Then we shall be coming back at Old Trafford in the Europa to play against Bodo, Glimt. Then again, we shall be at Old Trafford in the EPL hosting Everton. Then we shall have to go to the Emirates to play against Arsenal and hosting Nottingham Forest at Old Trafford again. So the 5 games that Ruben Amorim has to play, we have Ipswich away, Bodo in Europa home, Everton home, Arsenal away, and Nottingham Forest home. So we have to win, bro. We have to win. We really, 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 really have to win. I see Sheila is saying the next 3 matches for Pep Guardiola. Man, I'm so happy he lost. The next 3 matches, ooh, Man City playing against Tottenham Hotspurs, then in the Champions League against Feyenoord. That looks a bit, but again, once they're done with Feyenoord, they go to Anfield playing. Anfield playing against Liverpool. Oh my God, that is a juice one. That is a very, very juice one. A very, very juice one. Pep next three games: Spurs, Liverpool, Nottingham Forest. That will be four. If you add on Nottingham Forest in EPL, yeah, that will be four. Uh, that will be four. Yeah, because I know they have Spurs, they have Feyenoord in Champions League, then Liverpool, Nottingham. I don't see them dropping points when it comes to Nottingham. By the way, I know Nottingham is also doing good. Nottingham is doing good. They're currently in the fifth position with the 19 points, but I mean, they just have to step up. So let's wait and see. Let's wait and see how things go. Sinan says Pep and his student Ateta. Oh, I already did that. I already read that. Anyway, once again, guys, man, shout outs to all Man United fans that were streaming. Shout outs to everyone that was streaming. We had Sheila for the first time. Shout outs to you, brother. I hope you do subscribe and be part of the team. As always, Sinan, big bro. I don't know, big, big lad, man. When I say big, I mean he has a great heart. Shout outs to you, Sinan, as always. We've missed Ziad today. We've missed Ziad today. Taji, as always, in the comment section. Brownie was there. Anne was there. Height Studios was there. Nelson was there. And once again, thank you so much for tuning in. Subscribe to Sports Jazz. Turn on the notification. Like and share the videos, man. We are signing out officially. Cheers to you all. Adios. Amorim, 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 Amorim.